Hi, my name is Shelby Sapusek for CreativePro, and in this video I'm going to explain what spot colors are and then show you how to create a spot color for the print workflow in InDesign. First things first, what is a spot color and what's the difference between spot colors and process colors? Well, process colors like CMYK are created by combining multiple ink dots, so it's a mixture of cyan, magenta, yellow, and/or black, as you can see in this diagram here on the left. You can see that the different variations of C, M, and Y overlap to create red, green, and blue, or RGB. When all three overlap, you get the blackish color in the middle. And if I zoom in to the snippet of this diagram, the illustration shows how the different ink dots combine to make a color. Spot colors, on the other hand, are pre-mixed solid colors that are printed using a single specific ink formula, so we don't have those dots down here. They're applied as solid standalone impressions, and they're ideal for situations where you need a specific color, for example, brand colors and business logos. If large areas of a single specific color are needed, spot color optimization is a good solution, and they are often used for metallic or fluorescent inks because these colors are difficult to achieve using CMYK. Another important distinction I want to point out too is the difference between spot colors and Pantones. They're not the same, but spot colors are often associated with Pantones because Pantones are a specific type of spot color. But Pantones are really a universal color matching guide for printing. Think of it this way. Pantones are indeed spot colors, but not all spot colors are Pantones. And remember that spot colors are created using a pre-mixed ink instead of a mix of CMYK, so they don't necessarily have to be a Pantone to be a spot color. I should also mention that since spot colors aren't created using a CMYK mix, we use the LAB color space and its numerical determinations and not the CMYK or RGB numerical values. For example, I brought this color swatch into Photoshop and I wanted to describe it numerically. So I would use the LAB values here of 25, 51, and -56 instead of either the CMYK or RGB values. And you'll see why that's important as we next go through the creation of a spot color in InDesign. So over here, I have my swatches panel. And what I want to do is create a spot color. So first thing I do is I go to what I call the hamburger menu here, and I go to New Color Swatch. Here's my New Color Swatch panel, and I need to change this color type from process to spot. After that, we'll be able to name our swatch. We also want to change this from CMYK to that LAB space I was talking about. Now down here, I could either enter values for an already known LAB number value, or I could use the sliders to create a color. And I'm going to create kind of a red here. All right, that looks pretty good. And I'm going to name it. That's also very important. I'm going to call this Fire Engine Red. Note that I called it Fire Engine Red with spaces in between each word and with each word capitalized. It's very important that you note that when you go through the print workflow because that color has to be exactly the same, named exactly the same, the naming conventions, as it is in your design software and in your RIP software. Once I've made sure I have this all set with color type to spot in color mode and named it with the correct values, I hit OK, and you'll see that Fire Engine Red is now in my swatches. And I can tell that it is a spot color instead of a CMYK value because it has this little dot here. So here's I'll draw a little swatch here and I'm going to make it Fire Engine Red. Now, what would happen if I created a new color swatch and often missed is making it a process and not a spot, and I called it Fire Engine Red Copy. I still have the LAB values down here, but it's a process instead of a spot. Watch what happens. Now, this little box does not have a dot in it. And if I drew another swatch and colored it Fire Engine Red Copy right there, it's very subtle, but there is a difference. And the difference is the one on the left that's a spot color, Fire Engine Red here, that is a spot color, while this is a mix of C, M, Y, and K. So that's how you create a named spot color in InDesign, and the same process works for Illustrator too. However, I want to advise that you not try to create spot colors in Photoshop. It can be done, but it's not the ideal way to handle spot colors and can potentially create more headaches for the final print product. Photoshop is primarily an image editing software, and it's not designed to be a spot color workflow tool like InDesign or Illustrator. Photoshop has issues with the functionality of spot colors, and it can misinterpret them and make them unpredictable for accurate printing, especially if you have transparency in your artwork. Spot colors can be powerful tools for achieving specific colors in the printing process. You should use them sparingly and only when a typical CMYK process color won't do the job. Make sure your naming conventions are carried throughout the process, and use InDesign or Illustrator for your spot color creation workflow.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a like and subscribe to our channel. And for thousands more how-to articles and tutorials, visit our website, CreativePro.com, and become a member today. Thanks for learning with us.